If you think millionaires don't pay taxes because they cheat, you've already misunderstood how the system actually works. And that misunderstanding is costing you money. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Millionaires don't avoid taxes illegally. They avoid them structurally. The rules you follow were never designed for people who own assets. They were designed for people who earn salaries. And once you see that difference, you'll never look at taxes the same way again. But here's the part most people miss. And if you lose focus for even a second, you'll completely misunderstand why the rich keep getting richer while everyone else keeps paying more. You work. You earn. Your tax is removed before you even touch your money. You don't choose it. You don't control it. You just accept it. Then you look around and wonder how someone making 10 times more than you somehow pays less tax. You assume it's corruption, or loopholes, or something illegal. But the truth is more frustrating. They're using the same laws you are. They're just playing a completely different game. And most people never even realize the game exists. The tax system has two paths. One path is for income. That's salaries, wages, hourly pay. The other path is for ownership. That's businesses, assets, equity. If your money comes from income, you're taxed first and left with what remains. If your money comes from ownership, you're taxed last, if at all. Millionaires don't focus on earning more income. They focus on changing where their money comes from. That's the first mental shift. Taxes punish movement. They reward stillness. And assets, by design, are still. Most people try to make more money without changing the category their money lives in. You ask for raises. You take overtime. You add side hustles. Every extra dollar you earn just climbs into a higher tax bracket. So the system takes more. Millionaires avoid this trap because they don't chase income. They build containers, businesses, trusts, holding companies. They don't increase effort. They increase structure. And structure is where taxes quietly disappear. Here's the core idea millionaires understand. Money that moves is taxed. Money that sits inside systems is optimized. When a millionaire earns money, it doesn't go to a personal bank account. It goes to a company. That company pays expenses before tax. Office, travel, equipment, vehicles, education. Those aren't write-offs. They're operational costs. So instead of paying tax first and living on leftovers, they live first and pay tax on what remains. Then comes the second layer. Assets don't just reduce taxes. They delay them. Real estate depreciates on paper, even while increasing in value in reality. Stocks are taxed only when sold. Businesses are taxed only on profit. And profit is a number you control. Millionaires don't ask, "How much did I make?" They ask, "How much do I show?" That's not cheating. That's accounting. And accounting is the language of the wealthy. This is why a millionaire can live in a beautiful home, drive a luxury car, travel constantly, and still report surprisingly low taxable income. Because their lifestyle runs through their systems, not outside them. You pay tax, then try to afford life. They structure life, then calculate tax. Same laws, different order. That order is everything. But here's the part nobody tells you. The biggest tax advantage isn't money. It's timing. And once you understand how time beats taxes, the entire strategy clicks into place. Look at how the richest people operate. They rarely sell assets. They borrow against them. Loans aren't income. Loans aren't taxed. So their assets grow. Their cash flow continues. And taxes stay minimal. This isn't theory. It's visible behavior. You just weren't taught to notice it. Here's the real twist. Taxes aren't high because you earn too much. They're high because you earn the wrong way. The system doesn't reward hard work. It rewards leverage, patience, and structure. Millionaires don't feel smarter than you. They just learned earlier that money isn't about effort. It's about design. And once you redesign the path, the outcome changes automatically. Not overnight, not illegally, but inevitably. This isn't motivation. It's a map. Save this. You'll need it later. And share it with someone who still thinks taxes are unavoidable.